This is a PRS guitar. It's quite a special one. It's the 25th anniversary model of the SE Custom 24. 25 years ago, since Paul Reed Smith took his first guitar along to a trade show, and the rest, as they say, is history. Let's have a closer look at this particular instrument. Sealed mini tuners. Here are the PRS branded style on a headstock, which is what I call a reverse scalpel shape, which is a trademark PRS series. 3 aside, and finished in the same rather lovely midnight blue, or royal blue I think it is, that this model is finished on down the neck and on the body. The fretboard is rosewood, and this is the first, as I understand it, the first PRS SE series guitar that's been treated to these rather lovely fret inlays, which are based on the silhouettes of birds. There seem to be different types of birds, with a particularly nice representation of an eagle with spread wings on the 12th fret. These markings are mirrored on the player's side with the normal white dots, so don't get worried about not identifying where you are, because it's quite easy to do so with those. These bird inlays are very much a feature of some of the higher end PRS guitars, and very much sought after. This is a more affordable instrument than those. As I say, it's the first time that this has been used. These inlays have been used on a guitar of this type, the SE range. So moving on, the maple neck is what PRS call a wide thin carve, and that kind of describes it perfectly. There's a nice width to the fretboard, which is accentuated by a slim depth to the neck. It's a very comfortable neck to play. Might get a little bit stretched if you have very small hands, but I think 99% of players will very soon get acclimatized to this particular neck carve. It's almost parallel all the way down, which means the depth doesn't taper off too much towards the headstock, largely because it's very slim anyway, and there isn't that much scope for tapering. Coming down to the body, it's a mahogany body with a maple top, and that carries a quilted maple veneer, which is very, very pretty underneath the blue of the finish. There you might see it. It's not carved. There is a little bit of comfort contouring on the back here, and there's a scooped down contouring on the cutaway. But for the rest of the body, it's a flat slab. Standard PRS shape. They don't do very much different than this shape. It's another trademark. It's very comfortable. Classic design, comfortable to wear and play. It's loaded with 2 humbuckers. They are PRS own brand humbuckers, open coils, and the bridge. Right, let's do the controls. There's a master volume, master tone, 3-way pickup selector, so that's all very simple. The bridge is a vibrato bridge, or a trem as they're known sometimes, and it's an old style design. The bridge is secured by 6 screws down the front of the saddles. Those pivot slightly to allow the vibrato block, which is attached to the bottom of the bridge, to move up and down, thereby changing the pitch of the strings. Vibrato block is attached to the body with a number of springs to balance the thing, and the strings are backloaded through that vibrato block and come up through the saddles. Individual saddles fully adjustable for intonation string length, that is, and action string height above the fretboard. The vibrato arm isn't a screw in, it's a slot in thing, but it does seem to be quite secure in there, so that's fine. That is about it. Let me take you now through the sound of the pickups. I was actually quite surprised when I plugged in and started playing this guitar first off, because the bridge humbucker has quite a nice brashness about it, which I wouldn't have normally associated with a PRS, but nonetheless, I like the sound of that particular pickup. Let's have a listen to it, and maybe you'll see what I mean when I say sort of a little bit of brashness to it. Bit surprising as there's a mahogany body behind that, but if you press on and try the neck humbucker, there's a bit more depth coming in there, and if you combine the two, I think is actually my favourite position on this guitar. It adds a little bit of the treble raunch of the humbucker with the more mellow depth of that neck humbucker. So. These pickups are actually named by PRS specifically as a treble humbucker and a bass humbucker. And though I haven't done any research into it, I do think that does refer to the tonal voice as much as it does their position on the guitar. Well, there it is. If you've ever wanted a PRS, then you would have wanted one with the birds on if it's all possible. Suddenly that PRS is not unaffordable for the most of us. This is mid-range guitar of top quality, really top quality, built in Korea under license, so you know that the build quality and finish quality will be good. So there it is. It's the PRS SE Custom 24, and it's the 25th anniversary model. Lots of numbers in that name. It's a beautiful guitar.